Hey, that's we here from the card. Go back to a new Simpsons review. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And this is another good episode. So the episode starts with Percival Skinner pretty much announcing that there is going to be a school inspection. So he's wanting all the rooms pretty much clean for this inspection, which we always see that the place is a wreck, pretty much. And these birds coming in, and he says the winners of mountain bikes, pretty much. He starts laughing maniacally, and then he thinks, "Oh, is this thing still on?" Because he forgot to turn it off. Which to go to pretty much see about those mountain bikes, the bullies, and Nelson and Bart. Which there's no mountain bikes, and of course, Principal Skinner locks them in the closet or this room, which William tells him about this locking them stuff, and eventually the inspector comes. They start talking while they're locked in. Bart then realizes that he could squeeze through the vents, which he does, and Jello with a grape in it, I think he said. And William, of course, talking to his lawnmower, which he then sees this other girl, which they start to walk with each other, and he again keeps expecting, and Principal Skinner introduces him, of course, to pretty much Lisa, and he's impressed with it. So Bart comes in the tractor, pretty much is talking to Bart, which he starts to go. He's pretty much picking up something on the floor, but it runs over him. And pretty much he's not pleased with Principal Skinner. And Principal Skinner basically kicks Bart out of the school, expels him, and of course the tractor is just laughing, which we get some kind of humor with these several things. And then Whacking Day. This Whacking Day, every May 10th, it is Whacking Day in Springfield. And Bart tells Homer that he got expelled. From school, and he's like, "Oh, that's great. Wait, what?" And he tells him that he's gonna go back no matter what. Or he's gonna go to another school no matter what. So Marge takes him to a Christian church, or a Christian school, which she tells him to do good, and talks about Baines the musical fruit. And then, of course, well, he gets kicked out, of course, and chased. And Bart is wondering why. Obviously, he can't just be a tester, pretty much. As we see what he thinks. And again, Homer is excited all about with Whacking Day. And Lisa is wondering why it's such a big deal. And obviously, Homer's just dancing. And Bart, obviously, taking the time to enjoy this expelled, which Marge says that he's going to school, which she buys a clock, and yes, he's pretty much being homeschooled, pretty much. His mom is, which, hey, I homeschool. So it's pretty cool that Bart is now being homeschooled by his mom, which Marge says that she's going to have to unplug that bell, which, yeah, they do it in the garage. And, of course, he's just making noises. And they get a teacher, or they get Grandpa Simpson to come and talk to the class, which is just Bart. So while he's talking, he's just talking about this weird thing that happened. And, of course, Homer coming in and everybody's screaming. And of course, Marge's telling Bart about this story, which then he gets interested with it. Itchy and Scratchy come, but again, he doesn't watch it. He's reading the book, and he wants to know more about it, of course. Which Homer comes again. They're screaming. Which he's getting ready to smack some snakes. Some fake snakes. And of course, Lisa's wondering if there's something wrong with her of her not liking the don't liking Whacking Day. Which we see this funny thing, and while Marge and Bart are going on a field trip pretty much, and we see Barney just lying on the ground, probably as usual, as you would expect. Yeah, they're pretty much giving a tour of some different things, and Bart then realizes that how could this guy be doing the exact same thing as the same day as Whacking Day? And of course, there's security cameras, and they pretty much kicked him out. And Oppo does something really stupid, pretty much doing a contest for whoever can find a fake snake. He put a fake snake in his store, and if anybody can find it, they'll get a free squishy. And everybody starts breaking things. Yeah, very smart. They start breaking his store, and now the chief and the cops are practicing shooting the snakes. They mess, obviously. And Lisa goes to the pastor, and he talks about some things that he reads in the Bible, and Lisa wonders if she could see it, and of course he says no. And now we see the Whacking Day, which these kids are singing, and Homer is using his lawn as a parking, and he gets the $10 pay, which Barney is of course whacking nothing. The mayor comes with fake snakes. Yeah, pretty much screaming. Homer's wondering if he said to Marge if he should whack slow or hard. She says both slow and then hard. Then he has a blowhorn in his cowboy hat, which the snakes are looking, and they get this guy called, which I'll just call him Mr. White. They get this guy, Mr. White, to come up, which he says that these people are sick for basically doing this to the snakes. And then we get the queen, the beauty queen, or pretty much of Springfield, which they tell them to start their sticks. And yeah, the snakes are pretty much all in trouble. And yeah, that's a lot of snakes. I'd be terrified. So Lisa gets the idea to pretty much get the snakes into their house, which actually from Bart. And yeah, Bart actually gets the idea and she agrees, but they need some vibrations. That Bart says vibrations like from the ground will bring the snakes. So they get help from Mr. White, and he said that he'll do anything for a lady. And they start singing. The snakes go over into their house. Everybody's wondering where the snakes are. And yeah, Maggie is as calm as she could be. Even takes her pacifier out and puts it in the snake's mouth. And of course, Bart and Lisa start, and Mr. White also, telling all about how great the snakes are. And of course, the mayor comes with some snakes. They all boo him, pretty much. And the snakes pretty much go free into the sunset. And Principal Skinner tells Bart that he is back in the school, that he is no longer expelled, and he is back in the school because he was impressed with his rating of the book. his studying of the book. Which then he remembers the bullies and yeah, he remembers exactly why they were locked in the first place. So him and William have the mountain bikes and of course going back to rescue them. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed. And like, subscribe, and subscribe to the channel. If you want notifications turned on so you miss anything new, let me know what you'll think. Catch you next one.